Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin, when boy type S fell in love with girl type N. Hello and warm greetings from our YouTube channel Yahoo Japan News. Before we dive into today's delightful tale, we want to send a heartfelt thank you to all our viewers and supporters. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing, because this video contains not only intriguing insights but also exclusive content and fun speculations that you won't find anywhere else. Yes, it's part fact, part fantasy, and 100% fueled by admiration, shipping energy, and romantic imagination. So be sure to watch until the end. We've hidden some juicy moments that just might make you believe in fate, or at least in love. At first laugh, Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin, when boy type S fell in love with girl type N. Imagine this, a quiet, collected man who values structure, logic, and straightforward living. That's your boy type S. S for sensing, S for serious, S for still waters run deep. Now meet the girl type N. N for intuitive, N for not your average girl, and definitely N for never boring. Put these two in a room, and what do you get? Apparently, sparks. In a recent conversation that sent fans and our comment section into a collective, heart-fluttering frenzy, Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin casually dropped some MBTI-style wisdom on each other. Soo-bin, radiant and glowing with those iconic dimples, confessed she's a type N, someone who thrives on possibility, imagination, and the what-ifs of life. She likes hypotheticals, dreamy visions, and playing what would you do if games. Meanwhile, Yeon-seok, calm and ever thoughtful, responded like the true type S that he is. No imagination for me, please. His brain works in the now. Tangible, practical, a man who prefers facts over fairy dust. But here's where things get interesting. Despite the difference, or dare we say, because of it, these two were absolutely magnetic together. They talked for hours, laughed non-stop, teased each other with the ease of longtime friends or, soulmates in disguise. It wasn't just dialogue, it was chemistry in motion. How could such a pairing make sense? Ah, but that's love, isn't it? Opposites don't just attract, they balance. Where she dreams, he grounds. Where he thinks, she feels. While Soo-bin wanders through infinite what-ifs, Yeon-seok gently reminds her where the ground is. And yet, the moment she looks at him with those curious, glowing eyes, you can almost see him float a little too. Now, let's talk speculation. Yes, our video, like this article, is partly based on inference and careful fan observation. We're not saying they've confirmed anything. We're saying, something's up. And we're here for it. Their dynamic in that exchange wasn't just co-stars talking about personality types. It was more like a soft confession wrapped in psychology. You know the scene. He watches her with that half smile, thoughtful, amused, a little lost in her presence. She grins wider every time he speaks. Like his words are not just answers, but gifts. They joke, they nudge, they build this invisible bridge between their very different minds and meet in the middle, right where romance lives. So, what happens when a boy type S falls for a girl type N? Maybe he starts playing what if games just to hear her laugh. Maybe she starts appreciating silence just to sit next to him. Maybe, just maybe, they meet halfway in a place only they understand. One thing's for sure, something very real was unfolding before our eyes in that video, and whether it's scripted or spontaneous, we, the fans, can't help but fall for the fantasy, or perhaps believe it's no fantasy at all. What's truly captivating about Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin is that their synergy doesn't stop when the director yells, cut. On screen, their connection is undeniable, a perfect storm of timing, tone, and emotion. Whether their characters are playfully bickering, exchanging heartfelt glances, or navigating dramatic twists, there's a subtle rhythm to how they move around each other. It's the kind of natural chemistry that doesn't need dramatic music to feel romantic. Even in silence, the way they look at each other says more than pages of script ever could. And this level of harmony isn't something that can be forced, it's born from mutual understanding, shared creative energy, and yes, perhaps a little magic that neither of them quite expected. But what makes it even more intriguing is how their off-screen dynamics mirror their on-screen compatibility. In interviews, behind-the-scenes footage, or even casual game segments, you can see an effortless back and forth between them. Yeon-seok, who's often more reserved and measured, visibly lights up when Soo-bin speaks. He leans in, smiles more freely, and occasionally lets out a laugh that feels far too unguarded to be just friendly banter. Meanwhile, Chae Soo-bin, ever warm and expressive, seems to thrive in his calm presence, as if his steadiness anchors her spontaneity. Whether they're teasing each other about personality quirks or working in sync on set, their mutual respect and comfort are palpable, like two people who've genuinely found a frequency that only they share. Many fans have pointed out how their interactions off camera often blur the lines between professional and personal comfort. In moments when they're not acting, you'll still catch them sharing glances filled with inside jokes or instinctively reacting to each other's cues, even when the spotlight isn't on them. It's these little unspoken exchanges that make their dynamic feel so real, almost like their characters never really stop when filming ends. It's the kind of connection where one starts a sentence, and the other finishes it without missing a beat. That kind of compatibility isn't just good casting, it's rare chemistry. Interestingly, their working styles also seem to complement each other perfectly. Yeon-seok is known for being detail-oriented, a bit of a perfectionist who prepares meticulously before each scene. Soo-bin, on the other hand, brings a refreshing lightness. She's intuitive, quick to adapt, and brings a natural flair to emotional moments. When these energies meet, the result is electric. He grounds her, she energizes him. Together, they create a balance that elevates not just their scenes, but the entire atmosphere on set. The production team has even commented on how smoothly they work together, often joking that directing the two of them feels less like giving instructions and more like just watching two people effortlessly sync. So whether it's the fictional world of their drama or the very real moments caught between takes, Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin continue to charm with their undeniable compatibility. It's not just a matter of being a good match for the script, it's that they enhance each other in ways that go far beyond rehearsed dialogue. And while no one can say for certain what's happening behind the scenes, one thing is clear: when they're together, the air feels a little warmer, the laughter a little louder, and love, real or scripted, feels just a bit more possible. So don't forget to watch the full video on our channel, not just for the smiles and stolen glances, but for the special segment we included at the end with never seen before interpretations and behind-the-scenes clues. You won't want to miss the subtle signs, the matching words, the hidden meanings. Because sometimes, when a girl type N imagines too much, it becomes reality. And sometimes, a boy type S stops overthinking and just falls in love. Stay tuned, stay curious, and most importantly, keep shipping responsibly.